Greetings adventurers, this is Adam at Weekly Game Night, and today I will be presenting Euthia Torment of Resurrection. Euthia is back on Kickstarter and you will find the link to the campaign in the description of this video below. And before we continue, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. In this video, I will show you 2000 game elements of Euthia and I will show you the gameplay basics. You ready? Let's go! Euthia is a turn-based RPG game played on a map that you will explore as you play. The map consists of tiles of 5 levels and each one is divided into 4 hexagonal areas. There are 69 tiles overall, so plenty of map setups are possible. Each map tile represents locations you will be able to visit, monsters that must be slain, quest encounters, mighty elementals that might help you or hurt you, and places in which you will find resources or treasures. Much like in Heroes of Might and Magic, this is your fantasy world playground. To mark flowing turns and character's reputation, also known as experience, you will use a scenario board. As your character gains more experience, you will unlock new character abilities. And that, my friends, brings us to the playable characters of Euthia. There are 6 characters in Euthia that have completely different style of play. Depending on which one you choose, you will use brute force, gain an advantage by healing, or get stronger by using powerful elementals. Meet Teziri Cryomancer, Meldur, Herald of Eternal Flame, Kaleya Shadowblade, Skoldur, Earthbreaker, Ale, Warden of Light, and Dral, Wrathbringer. When gaining reputation, your character will receive new abilities shown on individual hero tiles, and you get to choose which one of 2 suits your playstyle better. Same as in Mage Knight, you may have different build-ups even when playing the same character twice in a row. Each character comes with hero dashboard, on which there are areas for placing your abilities, armor, pendants, equipment, and essences. And what's cool about Euthia is that you can enhance most of the equipment by placing the gem in the proper slot. There are gems of 12 kinds available, each providing a different boost. In this collector's edition, 6 characters are represented by miniatures, so let's take a look at them. These are large, detailed, and they come pre-washed. There are 2 miniatures representing boss monsters as well, and if you were lucky enough, you could even get a griffin. And in the collector's edition, you will also find colored elemental miniatures that just make this game shine on the table. As you roam the lands of Euthia, you will be able to liberate and then trade in various locations like Alchemist, Merchant, or Dragon Slayer. Each of these locations will have its own stock presented on the trade board, but in the Collector's Edition you will find amazing tile towers which are not only useful when playing, but also are kind of the organizer that will keep your things nice and tidy once you put them back in the box. Overall, there are a whopping 219 market tiles. Mining and looting is an important part of gaining valuable resources. When you visit mountains, caves, lakes or ruins, you will be able to perform mine action to get the resource tile that you will be able to sell or use instantly. 134 resource and treasure tiles, a lot to find while exploring the world of Euthia. But come on, what would an RPG game be without the perils waiting for the adventurers? Well, Euthia comes with tons of monster cards, 80 to be precise, divided into 3 levels and some special elite monster and bounty cards as well. And there are 56 special silver and gold cards used by the players when they take control of the monster in combat and try to slay the daredevils. Oh, talking about RPGs, what about the quests? I got you! In Euthia, you will find 103 encounter cards divided into 14 types. Each encounter card is a quest that comes with a reward. Adventure awaits. Collector's Edition you will also find a damn fine metal coins, one of the best I have seen. They really look like real-life coins. And that's it, guys. Over 2000 board game elements shown to you under 5 minutes. Wow, that must be some kind of a world record. Now, adventurers, it's time for some gameplay. Rules of Euthia are indeed simple, but with that being said, Euthia allows for advanced optimization of the actions and has quite a few mini-rules. Start each game by choosing characters, scenarios, checking for victory conditions, special rules and map tile setup. Once you are done with the setup, it's time to get it on. Players go round by round and on their turn, player must perform all the actions they want. Once they are done, and it's time for another player's turn. Once the all player finish, the round is over. At the beginning of the round, you will place your action tokens on board, ready all the exhausted items and abilities, and flip gems to their active side. Once that's ready, players will take their turns. In your turn, you may perform 4 different actions marked on the actions tokens: move, mining, trade and combat, but there are 3 actions available as well. Move by spending movement points that are shown on each of your action tokens, but once you've used that token for a move action, you cannot use its other action this turn. You can split your movement and each hex costs 1 movement point. If you get to the unexplored edge of the map, you place another map tile. This is how you roam the kingdom. Every time you get to a mining site like a mountain or lake, you may spend your mining action to get the resource tile and place it in your backpack, but once your backpack is full or you want to buy or sell your gear, you will have to visit one of the trading locations. As with mining, to trade, you will need to spend your trade action token. Once you do that, you get access to all available stock, which you may reset if you wish, and special location actions like healing. Also, you might sell your own gear to get some coins. To trade, you will have to slay a nearby monster and liberate the trading location, and that gets us to combat. Once you enter the hex with the monster, you will have to use your combat action token to start the combat. When playing with 2 or more players, the other player will take control of the monster and can play his own gold and silver cards to hurt you. In the beginning, the monster controlling player will receive guards, chaos tokens and cards shown on the monster card. Next, it's time to fight. Unless you have a special ability, monsters will start the attack. They do that by rolling 2 dice and checking the final result on a monster card. In this example, the monster has rolled 6, which translates to 3 wounds. That's not all, each roll might be altered by both players by using guards or silver or gold combat cards. If you are using guards to help your roll, you can reroll 1 dice and add +2 to the final result. When guards are used to force the opponent to reroll the dice, then it subtracts -2 of the final result. Cards work a little bit differently. Chaos tokens shown on a monster card tells how many times a player controlling a monster may play this kind of a card. Once the monster is done with its attack, now it's time for the player's attack. First, the player chooses ability, a spell or the weapon they will attack with, and next they roll. Same as with the monsters, both sides can make the dice reroll. Once the final result is obtained, you check for the damage and assign that to the monster. This is it, the combat goes round by round until one of the sides' health runs down to 0. But that's not all, as there are many more ways to alter the dice results. There is a small catch-up mechanism called Die of Hope. Players can use gems and equipment, monsters have their special evasive abilities, and even the nearby elemental can affect the dice roll. Don't worry if you lose to a monster, because you will resurrect in the church and expect to die in Euthia a lot. But if you win, you will get 2 rewards, one from the map tile and the second shown on the monster card, and you will mark that on the map with your shield token. These were the 4 actions that you may perform in Euthia, but there is more. There is plenty of free actions you may take as well. You can confront the elemental to get you some special benefits. You can fulfill a quest if you meet the conditions. You can visit the church and you can find a treasure. And that's it, dear adventurers. You explored the Euthia in an open world style to make your hero stronger and to meet this scenario's objective, which is different for each scenario, but may require you to fight an epic final boss, complete as many quests as possible, and free the golem of the black magic grasp, and many more. Well, if that isn't enough, in the Elemental Miniature Pack there is an additional book of scenarios. And that concludes this video. Thanks for watching, this was Adam at Weekly Game Night, and be sure to check Euthia on Kickstarter. Bye!